Survivor is one of America's most beloved television shows for the past 20 years. This month, the 41st season will be premiering. But first, let's have a look at some never-before-seen confessionals from the past.
It's like the level 5 storm. This is just like on Millennials versus Gen X. I think they're gonna have to evacuate us. I hope Jeff comes with the boat really soon. I don't know how long we can make it. The shelter already fell down.
I go back the furthest with Dan, and we want to go to the very end together. And I won't write his name down. I promise that. I won't write his name down. But there's this all-girl alliance that's talking about picking the men off one at a time. And so I think there's some men out there in this tribe that need to be looking for some idols today.
Whew. All right, here we are ready for some confessionals. This season of Survivor, more grit, more passion, more fire. You guys don't even know what's coming. And you know who's gonna take us all the way to the top? My boy, Boston Rob. That's right, Boston Rob. He's come all the way. Boston Rob's not gonna be here? Like the whole season? Boston Rob's not gonna, like not to, okay. This season's gonna be something like you've never seen before. And who's gonna take us all the way to the top? My boy, Daniel Martin Donlin. That's right, Daniel Martin Donlin. He's got the passion, he's got the jokes, he's got the comebacks. That's all reality TV is, baby. Guess what? The producers can't touch him. He's the whole reason everyone's tuning in. He's got star quality. We can't touch him. We just have to hope he'll take us up to the top with him. Who knows if that's gonna happen? Personally, I'm most worried about William. Between the two of us, I saw William like wandering around in and out of people's little areas on the campgrounds, and like, I'm missing Rice. And I think a lot of people are missing Rice, and like, William keeps wandering around being like, hoo, 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 rubbing his little belly, being like, I didn't know Rice was so filling. Well, guess what? Joke's on him, because I hid something and he thinks it's an idol and he thinks he has it. And joke's on him, because that was just me planting evidence against you, Will, because you're gonna lose. All girl alliance, bam, bye. The person I'm most worried about is myself. Thank you.
While searching the jungle for immunity idols, I found this chicken. There's no way I can get voted off the island now.
I am here about to give a confessional, and I am totally on your side. I understand that, you know, half of our tribe is really like, you know, not working with us. They're totally like morons and idiots. I would say that. I mean, Eve is quiet, fine. We can like work with her. But Dana seems so goddamn loud out here at this, you know, island. It's really hard. She's literally getting on my nerves. Claire and KT are such a clique. We gotta watch them really closely. I think we're gonna have to like, you know, set them apart and send them packing, because, you know, we don't like couples when we're out here. That doesn't work for our game. William is sneaky, as Kelly Wentworth would say. JT talks too much, and that is a problem, big time. And Sean hogs food. So Sean hogging food, sorry about my accent, reminds me so much of Wu. Wu was such a food hogger. And Sierra, you know, from the witches, she was the one that talked the most. So anyway, I think we got a game plan. You are appreciated. Your tribe mates love you so much, but you know, to hell, they woken the Brazilian dragon, so we gotta like snuff their torches, and it's you and I, baby. Survivor handshake. We're going to the end. Love you, Dan.
Everybody's lying around here. You can't believe anybody. You just can't believe a soul. I thought I was flying pretty much under the radar, but nobody's talking to me and I'm getting paranoid.
Strategy-wise, I really want to go to the end with Katie. I think I could beat her because she's kind of rude, and I think the jury will just slam her for it. Sweat just went flying. It's so hot out here. It's so gross. The only thing is, I don't know if I can convince her to get rid of DJ. They seem like they're this power couple. It's just still flying. It's so gross. So I'm thinking my strategy for that is to go around camp and just really make a big deal about how much DJ does and how he's a shoo-in for the final 3, and then everybody else will just vote him out for me. Katie will never see it coming.
I know there's an immunity idol hidden around here someplace, and I think I know where it is, but I am not saying a word.
I'm not worried at all. I've got a foolproof plan. Comes in 3 parts. Work hard, play hard, vote off Claire. Also, Dana helped me find this immunity idol, so I am invulnerable. Thank you very much. Also, Dad's chewing the rice very loud, and I think I might change my vote to him because I can't handle that anymore. But Claire is definitely conspiring against me with Katie, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for them.
No, I'm not worried about Dan. We have a girl alliance, and this is gonna be the first season of Survivor where 3 women make it to the end, and 2 of them are gonna be me and Claire. We've had an alliance on day 1.
It's got to be more about what's best for my game at this point. I've got a lot of thinking to do.
So what do you think about the final 2 chances? Well, I got to tell you, I really thought that Dan and I were locked in for the final 2. But I see him having conversations with Eve all the time, sneaking in. I have a feeling I'm on my way out. I got to kind of think about that for a second. But Coach Ben Wade, the Dragon Slayer. Dan, what's happening, my man? Yes, it is me in person, blindsiding you for that Survivor surprise party. Started out with the original Coach confessional. I know that we're fellow warriors. Accident prone, physical threat. Dude, freaking love it, man. The Donlin tribe. Eve, Dana, Claire, KT, Will, all these guys want to surprise you, man. Hopefully you are going to have an absolutely amazing blindsided Survivor party. Reminds me about the time. I don't know if you can see this. Ooh, you can see it. You see that scar right there, man? Shark bite. True story. Paddling in my kayak, and shark, the big tiger shark, comes up. I push it off. Paddle slips in his mouth. Tooth just cuts it. I'm out in the ocean, man. I stick it with underwear bits that I was shredding off and t-shirt, wrapped it around, started paddling to shore. I was bleeding through the t-shirt. Dude, there was a little tiny gas station. In that gas station, super glue, whoop, reminds me about the time my man Dan had a major cut from a carpet knife. And being a fellow warrior, instead of taking that cut to the mamsy-pamsy doctor or the hospital, who needs that bill or that hassle? We get a little duct tape. Freaking love it. Duct tape, super glue, can fix up anything except for a Gorilla Glue hair girl. Anyway, just want to throw that in there. Okay. Anyway, my man, let me just say this. Give you a little advice about the game, about life. You got it all figured out. You're retired, good provider, learning to play piano, never letting your mind stagnate. That is absolutely awesome. But I'll just give you that inspiration, all right, brother? Never stagnate. We're made up of 3 things in our body. That yin and that yang that we balance. Our organs are all male, female. Our actions are all the same thing, goal-driven, but at the same time trying to be sensitive and grounded. But we got to remember, when our lives turn to be half over, we got to think, what is the generational legacy that I'm leaving? That ripple effect. Bible says that our tongue is like the rudder of a ship. It might be small, but it is mighty, and it can steer the direction and the course for things to come. We bless people. We don't curse people. We make sure that those people are uplifted by our actions, and we never stagnate. That path of spiritual enlightenment, setting goals for ourselves. Physically, stop with the accident nonsense, but physically, we are continuing to strive towards not perfection, but towards something that is powerful and stable and grounded. And the third thing is emotional and mental. You might think that's 3 or 4, but they're connected. Do yourself a favor. Do a spa day. 24-hour phone fast, man. And let your mind just relax. No TV, no phone, no nonsense. And tell me if after those 24 hours you feel rejuvenated. A little story for you. Come in from Heroes and Villains. I was the king of that jury. And we come in, and the producers hand us our phones back when we landed in LA. All of a sudden, our phones start going bzz, 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 beep, 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 beep. You know, we've heard none of those noises for the last 49 days. And all these phones. And for a second, everybody just panicked and stopped. And I looked at everybody. I said, how many people want to go back there in the jungle and forget about these dang cell phones? And everybody was like, yeah, they were ready. Because it gets to be a shackle of our modern society. Shackle of technology. Give it to me 24 hours, Dan. Donlin Tribe, thanks for thinking about me. Bam! Big namaste.
It is just so hot out here. And we just had a challenge. I carried the whole team. I'm really sweaty. That's gross. I carried the whole team and we didn't even win because Mr. Asthma, Sean, just couldn't get over the last hurdle. He got stuck and we were all like, come on, Sean, just go. And he's like, I can't help. And I still just haven't cooled down. And so, I don't know, Sean's got to go next. I cannot handle his ass right now.
I mean, sure, you start out as one big happy family, but everyone knows what's going to happen next.
Now that we've made it to the merge, I need to decide who I want to take to the end. I want to keep DJ around for a while because he's good at catching fish and building fires. I think I saw him building a Tesla out of coconuts the other day, so we want to keep him around for a while. Katie's interesting. She's really good at physical challenge, but she's a little sassy with everybody else, so she might get voted out anyway. Claire sleeps in the shelter all day, so she might be a good one to keep around, just because people will think she's a goat and go to the end, be lazy. I know I saw William and Dana sneaking around with an idol, but I have the real idol, so I know William isn't going to do anything. He's probably going to get voted out tonight. Classic. So maybe I'll take Dan to the end. He seems like a good shield. He's been kind of annoying to people, but he's good at challenges, and he's a good talker, but I think he'll get voted out before me. Eve's also too nice, so I don't think she'll want to vote me out, so maybe I'll go to the final three with them.
I can't wait to vote off William. I don't actually want to vote off William. I just want Katie to stop telling me to vote off William. In another life, I definitely vote off Katie.
Oh, look, works.
I guess I'm not too worried. This is a very annoying bunch this season. Sean, I think he thinks he's this real people person, this like charming guy, but the second he gets hungry, he starts like punching things and oh my gosh, and yelling at people, and he's like, where's the food? I want a dinner. And I'm like, okay, well, we're not at home where I can just like cook for you. William, I think, thinks he's a lot sneakier than he is, but he's super oblivious. So actually, I think that'll work out well for me. I'll totally be able to manipulate him into doing all the dirty work, and I will get all the glory for myself. He'll be the real villain. Eve, I don't know about her. She seems like she's super good at the puzzles, but she whines a little bit when we have to do the physical challenges. She's like, my ankles are so weak. And I'm like, mine are too. I'm still running my ass off. Who else? Dana is so loud. She's so nice, but she's so loud, and I've seen it happen before. Survivor Palau, they got rid of, they didn't even let that lady join the team. She was singing, and they cut her before she even got to be on the team. And do you remember Jillian from Gabon? They got rid of her so quick just for singing. Like, girl, I want to tell you all of this, but at the same time, like, I really want $1 million, so I don't know.
So, I really got to get something off my chest. It's been bugging me at camp the last few days, and you know, it's Dan. This Dan character, I don't know where they found him, but this guy, he's just so bad at puzzles. Like, we can't count on him for anything. It's like tic-tac-toe, he can't even do tic-tac-toe. And not to mention, look, we're all hungry, and like, all we have is rice. And didn't somebody teach this guy how to make rice? It's the simplest thing. You just put it in water, you boil it, and that's it. But he somehow managed to burn the rice, and it was undercooked and soggy, but it was burnt. I don't know what this guy's doing, but, you know, I will say this. He's a funny guy. He is a funny guy, you know. He's got some good jokes. Like, he's, you know, if anything, I'll keep him around because, like, you know, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh around camp. And honestly, he does have some pretty good strategic moves. So I guess that's the reason. Like, I'm just on the fence going into tonight's vote. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. It's really tough. I guess, you know, I'm gonna have to listen to what other people are saying. But you know, people have been throwing Dan's name around a lot, and you know, he is a threat. He's a big time threat because he loves that strategy. So I don't know. It's going to be a tough vote tonight. Let's just hope he doesn't have an idol. And, you know, maybe I can get him on my side. Maybe I'll let him know what everyone else is saying, you know. Eve and Dana, Claire, KT and Will, they've all been just throwing that name around. So maybe we can come up with a little bit of a strike. Because I don't know about Eve and Dana. They seem a little bit shifty themselves. So maybe I need to form an alliance with Dan and maybe we can go to the end. How do you think? What do you think about that? Dan, happy birthday to you. This is Ozzy, sending you all my love. I hope this blindsided the hell out of you. And just so you know, everybody loves you so much. And yeah, I hope you have an incredible birthday. Have a good one, my buddy. My bunny. Have a good one, my buddy.
If it comes down to me and DJ, it's all gonna go to a fire making contest. And that's not gonna work. We're talking about the guy who makes fires every night. I had to find a way to practice in secret.
Well, we just got done with our last fire making competition, and I'm annoyed. That's all everybody wants me to do is fires. Fires, 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 fires. I really just don't understand how hard is it for people to just make their own fires. I don't understand it, but I guess I wouldn't know because I do have a secret. Things just start on fire around me.
Trust anybody in this game, and now that we're merging, you definitely can't trust everybody. It's everybody for themselves. I spent all day looking for the immunity idol, turning over rocks. Someone here has it.
If everyone votes the way they said they were going to vote, stays true to the original alliance, then we have the numbers.